Hello, everyone. We're back. It's another video from MOGO Gaming. You have me, your brewmaster, with our.
Casual professor.
I know we're here in 2022. We're hoping you're having a new time. I know it's been rough for us the last 2 years. The plague, the plague, the plague. And it's been rough trying to deal with this online world and trying to, not only produce content, but get to, play with your friends and play these children's card games that we love so much. But we're here to talk about V Premium, and we're talking about, hold up, let me hit this, shares, mixed screen. Bam, Clan Selection Volume 3 and 4. This is going to be so fun in theory. We're bringing back the reverse units, which means fun. I hope. It looks like we may see some of our old friends, and some of our old friends going to be new. But we don't have to go through each set. I know if you've been looking at Different Fights channel, if you've been looking at WCC's channel, if you're looking at all the VTuber comments, the good old VG tubers, then you already know what's up with them. But the question is, and this is my favorite question, are they going to be good? Like, are they going to matter in this Luard, Gabriel, Prism, Spectral dude? Like, can anyone crack the whole that the last design team of play? Which I guess is a discussion question, because one more second. I remember there was last time where someone said for the last Clan Selection set 1 and 2 that they're all kind of mediocre because they're not going to beat the things that came. They're not going to beat Gab, Prisms, and whatever. And my question is, would you have been happy if all clans got 26 cards that blew Prisms out of the water? Would we be happy with that? Like, is that something we would have wanted?
As a community, yes, I think the Vanguard community would be very happy with that. But, they do things like complain about 1 or 2 cards that may or may not be inconsequential.
I like given what Prisms and Gabriel could do. Like Gabriel, if we gamble once again, the more I hear about her, the more I love her. Oh, like I was like, oh no, this is kakeguri. Like, this is gambling.
Don't let the power corrupt you, Steven.
I just said I was like the more I see it, I was like, oh my gosh, we're just gambling. And then I kind of like going against it because I'm like, oh, we're gambling. Like, did you get credit? No, you didn't. Do it again. But the question is, I don't know if I would like I don't know if I want a Nubatama unit that'll come out doing Nubatama things and be like, yeah, 97 crit, no sentinels, figure it out. Like that would anger me. And it's like, or I definitely don't want to look at a Neo Nectar unit, be like, oh, here's this token. What's the token do? It has 100k, 17 crit, figure it out. And then I'm gonna sack it and make another one that does the same thing. Or like what do we want in terms of power creep? Like, do we want things to constantly get bigger, or do we want or can we like fix what was bad and like stay in the happy space?
Here's like what I want. My perfect kind of cards, obviously Duke. If I've talked about that enough. I like Duke. I think Duke is a very nicely designed card, and it fits nicely in with the blue flames. Like Core, one of my favorite old legions, got redesigned in a very, very nice way that mixes in nicely with Duke. So, the Vortimers have synergy with Duke, where you retire him with his call effect. They go into the soul, you repay or return your cost for calling off the top 4 cards, or you give him more power and still fill the slot that he was in. I like that. I know that's, on the higher end of, is this good card design or bad card design? It's a little overpowered, but give you an easy one. I love Phantom Blaster Overlord in the V series. That is my, because there's it's kind of Unga Boga, but there's a little bit of skill that goes into playing it. because you have to design the deck so that you have blasters, and there's not a lot of great blasters. Like almost to get the maximum value out of the card, you have to play premium or extreme format to really have like a good selection of blasters. And even those Royal Paladin blasters don't always support him well. But you get these cards that have mediocre effects at best, and you get to play around with them and use them in interesting ways. Like I run 3 or 4 of the Shadow Blaster Dagger, where I'm just like, okay, cool. So I'm going to threaten you with retiring more of your cards. And you can play Blaster Javelins. If you do the premium version, you can use the D Blaster Javelins, which are the best Blaster Javelins we've ever seen. It's the first one that's usable in more than just I'm going to call it for fodder sort of way. Because he's a 10K beater, then you call him off a PBO, and then he's a 20K beater. And if there's a force marker there, which of course that's the column you call him to, he's a 30K beater. And you've retired at least one card from your opponent's side of the board, and then you're just threatening with a big number because you threaten with the Vanguard, you threaten with the rear guards. They're all just big, but it's 4 attacks in I would say in a very interesting way, because it's not just your standard 117,000 power, 60 criticals because why not? And yeah, you know what? You can't use zeros against this one.
You just can't. Because we said so.
Because
yeah,
I would like to see more cards designed like Overlord, which give you interaction and a little bit of skill to play with, not, Luard, Gavriel, Duke.
I mean, for me, it's first of all, my son, Hockey Vogue Reverse, who's, I don't know if you know me, but I've been to a lot of countries, and Hacky Vogue has been with me every time. Whether he was good or not, I just brought him. He's my child. He's my son, and I have my 4 extra Hayaki Vogue SPs of the current V version, so I can be ready for the 4 SPs that I'm gonna get, or 8 depending how good he is in premium. 4 SPs that I'm gonna get of Hacky Vogue Reverse, because I refuse. But one, I'm already scared of an Axel clan locking things. I was like, oh, so back row means nothing to me now, I guess, because I clearly I shan't be using those. I think I'm just afraid, like, you're gonna get all this product and get all the support, and unless Bushiroad really does hit what is existing, why?
It's not going to matter.
You're right, and it wouldn't matter. And then it's worse because the effects will be spoiled before on reveals and weekly Tuesday, Friday streams or whatever. The effects will be spoiled before the cards come out, and all the meta people will be able to do big brain, high budget IQ data computations and Excel spreadsheets or whatever.
I'm gonna say you're gonna get your WCCs.
Yeah, you get your WCCs and
doing their BRO Bermuda Triangle bullshit deck.
Yeah, but they'll do that, and you'll see that, and then you'll know. Oh, don't buy this. Like, wow, why do I buy this? It Prism's like, but this don't beat Prism. This don't beat, unless you're a casual player. Then you're like, it's my child. My child. I always play with my child. Like, oh. And then my other son, the gods, is getting put off of my chairs. So that's my fear. Because I'm just like, I don't know why. I was like, why would you all subject yourselves to this? Why would you pay money for things you know won't win? And I think my problem with Vanguard as a game as a whole is there always will be a point of not winning. Like new thing, like with this new design team trying to be fair, I was like, right, you have to get rid of the unfair things so the fair things have a shot to win. Because when you play to win, you're just going to play what wins. So, for example, the whole premium overhaul. My internet's acting up. Hopefully, they'll fix it in post. The premium overhaul. I immediately thought, oh, no, Nightmare Dolls come back, because we're old enough. I'm not old. to remember when they were a menace in link break, when in the limit break or something format, where they were playing, it was just shotgun Alice. It was like, and you had, I think it was Charlotte or whoever, who basically said, yeah, if Alice doesn't hit, she goes off. And Alice was like, if I do hit, I go off. So it was like, you just take a bunch of damage, and then Alice will go in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out until you die.
Yeah, that was Generation Break, the GBT06, when they brought out Spectral Duke as the stride.
Yeah.
That's when we got the stupid stuff for Alice.
Yeah. And so I was like, she was bad then. I remember her then. So I'm confused. So I was like, so but when they, but there was more fun things, there was more fun loops to do as time came now. And so Nightmare doesn't take precedence. So when I was like, I wonder will they be good again? And then look, WCC proved to me that I was right. I was like, oh. And they're like, yeah, we discovered this. I was like, oh my gosh. And I remember just thinking, discovered, oh my God, I'm old. Oh my God, I'm just... It's like, no. History literally repeats itself. They were abhorrent back then. Like, no, oh my God, I'm old.
You're not old. It's just these players were playing then too, and they just forgot about it because there were new, what you said, when you play to win, you just follow what wins.
Right.
And then some mad lad decided that they were going to do their best, casual professor impression, find something funny to do with the cards, and then do it. And then they had a whole group behind them of just play to win players who found more ways to make it even more oppressive.
Yeah, it's my thing is with premium as a format and V to an extent. I was like, no, the what wins will always win. And I don't think the community is almost accepting of the winness. Like, no. And then people like, you got to hit Nightmare Dolls. I was like, yo, because my personal problem with premium is that I was like, I think we have misused language, because people are like, oh my gosh, it's really great in the mid game. I was like, but the game is over in 6 turns. Whoever strikes first wins. And if we all played normally, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 turns, someone's dropping a Morfessa or someone's dropping a you die now strat. So I'm not really sure what's a long game to y'all, like a game that goes 6 turns. I don't understand how I didn't understand how the premium BRO lasted all day. I was like, how? Premium games, unless you're really struggling to not play, but the rules edited, so like, unless you're really struggling on the grade 2 game, which I have a problem with thinking that playing so they can't play is not skill. I don't think it's strategy. I just think it's denial. Like, you're in denial that think this is a fun game for you. But that aside, I'm like, the game's last 6 turns. Like, what, you die or I'm dead? Like, what's good?
I like playing freeze ray, okay? Denying you the ability to play the game is kind of my thing, but
no, freeze ray requires your
fun.
opponent to play the game and then punishes them. But
we're playing the game, yeah.
Vanguard is a game of like no interaction. Like, you can't, like, and people, I know people in the comments may start be mad. Like, there is interaction, not really. At no point in the game can I stop someone from putting the card down. Like, I can't go, oh my God, here comes that grade 4 Messiah helper. I can't go, yeah, at this point, send him to the drop. Like, I can't do that.
Solemn judgment.
Yeah, I can't. Like, that's interaction. Like, I can deal with you on your turn. It's like, well, I can, and then the examples of interaction go to the chosen children, like you either go to the chosen children flat out, Narukami, or in some Kagero, or they're very weirdly circumnavigated interactions, like trying to Grand Blue your Beatrice so you can get your Cannoneer out on their turns, like, or doing your Pale Moon G-Guard to top your thing into the soul that retires a column. So you can, I was like, wow, we are reaching. And even then I was like, and not every clan can do that. And you'll hear people say,
no,
well, not all clans are built equally. And I was like, see, that doesn't work in fiction though. you can make it so they are. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, that's not a good excuse.
Yeah, in a competitive card game, you can absolutely, and we've seen this with D. Like regular D format, you have every clan built mostly about the same. Obviously, there are the favorite children, like my boys, and there's the not so favorite children, like about half of the decks.
Eugene's out here. Eugene's in here.
Oh God. Set 4, set 3, set 4. Eugene turns into a real powerhouse, and then, of course, my girl Hexa Orb becomes a, oh, you thought OTT Magus was bad? We might not have Silent Tom, but we can sure try.
I mean, like, if he takes you 3 sets for someone who was there since sets 1 to be people, I think we have a real problem on our hands. But
yeah.
But or my boys, Token Rambu comes out and they come out being not useful. They come out being bad. Like, they come out straight into the trash. But
Felty Rosa, much as I love it, Felty Rosa is actually bad. But oh well.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't. It's hard to make them all equal in that regard. I mean, we can't all be brawlers and just snipe an entire board with one attack.
Snipe it is very aggressive. There is no hiding in the bushes. I'm coming out and just, but and once again, BT problems. Lyrical Monsteria is getting their set 2 right before getting their set 2. But that's the thing. This clan selection volume 3 and 4, all these units are coming back. We're introducing self-locking again, which we're very, very in a very, very multi-attacking culture. Lock your own rear guns. I'm like, you got to figure out a way to make I don't know how they're going to make this swing, but okay. I didn't think Vanguard was going in that direction, but I'm just so afraid that by the time they start leaking effects, we won't have a ban list. What is the next time a ban list supposed to come out? Sometime late January, maybe?
January? Yeah.
Late January. Probably
about the time that these cards are going to be coming out.
Yeah. And around the time, that has to be the biggest advertisement. A ban list to make this set playable. Because I'm like, I don't see a current reason to buy these things just based off the short description of what they give effects. The fact that Great Nature is like, give a unit plus 70K. And I was like, Gavriel was doing that. But how many crits do you got though? Like 70K. I got 1 crit. And Gav, finally, Hamill, and but you're not swinging for death though. What?
Listen, I'm just saying, let's have some more interacting cards. Let's have some Witch of Talisman Manasas, some Freeze Ray Dragons, things that actually interact with the opponent. That's what I'm saying.
Like I said, oh my gosh, what? Wouldn't it be hilarious though if playing section 5 and 6, they give you Freeze Ray and not Glendios?
I would die laughing, especially because Freeze Ray can never exist in his original form again because he's so free.
Well, no.
Like the point is that you can swing on him.
Well, this is the fun part though, because Axel clans would. I think Axel clans would have fun with Freeze Ray because it's like, oh, we going if you could generate the circles, then we can just we'll keep going. But
that's the beauty of just Freeze Ray into Chaos Breakers. I'm sorry, there's a whole lot of I've been testing this premium deck so much. I love it so much. It's not on BRO level, but it's just like a little bit under there, and there's just so much actual interaction with it because you can use I'm playing the Quintet wall that locks things. I'm playing the G guards that lock things and unlock things, because then you get around that Exo clan problem, because one of the first decks I tested it against was my Blauklugers, which go, oh, that's cute. I can generate 3 markers a turn because, why not? And it creates this thing where between the 2 of them, you can unlock and unlock stuff and remove their markers and get around it, which makes it an interesting deck to play with.
Yeah, I do think like that's interaction. But the thing is, well, clan selection, they realize they've shown that you don't have to get a 1, 2, and a 3. You can get whatever they feel like giving you. So
isn't it Kagura who's getting 3 3s?
Yeah, Murakumo's getting 3 3s too. All 3 of our units are 3s. Like Tamaho, Hakivo, and Arizo. Like all 3s. And I think Magatsu Storm is 3 and 2 3s and a 2. Oh no, Royal Novas. I think it's 2 3s and a 2. Like, so you'll get what we, yeah. And Grace Nature is getting locks, somebody and somebody. Oh, Polaris. Yeah, so that's 2 3s and a something. So you get what, 2 3s and a 1 because it's duckbill. So yeah, you'll get what they give you. They can give you Glendios as the main Glendios, that cradle thing they used to work with Glendios and Freezer. They could do that.
They won't.
The question is, why do that? Like, and I guess that's the discussion for you and the audience because we're almost out of time. Why? Why would you do that?
Why give us something? Why give us freeze ray? Why give us Manasa?
No, not even why give it to you, but would you even buy it if nothing happens to the existing things you have to deal with now?
Freeze ray, yes, I would still buy it for freeze ray if that was the case. But
all right, casual. I'm also a casual.
I was gonna say we know my undying love for freeze ray dragon. I got it in BT 15 and have had my same copy since. It's so bad it's cursed that I can't even play the new triple rare version.
I keep I have a tie.
You understand. You know.
Yeah, like, no. We put it on for our kids. Like, what? Hold up. I'll always have my children. Or a different fight with Dai Kaiser. Like, no. Whether they're good or bad.
I'm never letting this child go. I built a whole deck around him just so I could continue playing him. But that's not the question that you asked. I'm diverting again. The question that you asked, would I buy this stuff if Gabriel, Bermuda, and Luard are unchanged, Night Rose too? Like, no, there's no point. Like, I'll buy this stuff for fun because, obviously casual, but, that just means that I'll build I don't know, like 9, 10, or 12 grade 3 Revenger deck because I can, and it'll be funny. Does that mean I'm gonna, go for anything else? Probably not. Am I gonna do further things? Probably not. Am I gonna get Azel for that stuff? Maybe, because it's more cards I can put in that premium Azel deck that I just hate passively aggressively. But I have it, so I may as well test against something that spits out 3, 4 markers because it feels like it. Even without the wind Azel. There's no point. Like even that Azel example, I've got 2 different methods. I've got 3 different methods of putting blonde Azel on the Vanguard circle. First, like grade 2 turn. 3 different ways to do it. In fact, one of the ways can lead me to a second blonde Azel on my Vanguard circle. And then you still have the other, the raven-haired Azel to just pop on there because you can. And then, once you do that, you night stride into the thing and you're suddenly 2 grades higher than your opponent, swinging with a stride and just murdering them because you can. Stuff like that needs to go away. Limit the deck to 1 blonde Azel because I could have sworn that I remembered them doing that. Maybe that was just Japan. But I remember them doing that for some reason, and then nothing happened from it. Maybe that's just a fever dream that I had at one point. But
so the beauty, case in point, y'all. For those of you here, I'm gonna be drinking something strong too later. But what do you think, friends, family, countrymen? Are you happy? Are you looking forward to the new things? Would you be happy if they were all stronger, or do you think you should fix, or do you think what Vanguard V Premium is now, is that something that we should correct? Or if not, I mean, hey, if you are what wins, and you play what wins, more power to you. The tournaments are the tournaments are free and they give you trips to Japan. I don't know if they do that anymore, but still. So go off, be great. I personally scared. I personally think we're in a almost not a lose-lose situation, but we're in a something's got to give situation.
I've been playing Luard for 5 years now. I'd really like for them to change that. It's like if there's a premium tournament, it's just Luard. Can we please change this?
I mean, but people want to win, and I respect people who want to win and do what you gotta do to win. Other than cheating, all that jazz. But that's it from us. It's been me, your brewmaster,
and the casual professor.
Yeah, so we thank you. We're in 2022. Hopefully, by the time this video is posted, Bushiroad will have done some things. But if not, we'll see you in Clan Selection Volume 3 and 4, and we'll have matches with all our favorite children. On this.
And if nothing changes, I'm playing that 12 grade 3 Revenger deck.
Yeah, if nothing changes, you'll see the most hilarious decks. Don't look too clever at my screen because I will definitely make a high Kivo deck in 3 languages. Like what? Like, is that Japanese being boosted by a tie card? Yes, it is. Yes. But we hope to see you soon, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yay.